Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about atomic structure. First, we discuss what is the atomic structure. The word atom is derived from the Greek word atomos. Atomos means smallest indivisible particle. The first scientific theory about atom was given by John Dalton. Followed by him, J. Thomson and Rutherford have given their theory about atom. There are 118 elements identified worldwide far. Each element is made up of similar minute particles called atoms. Dalton's atomic theory. He is the John Dalton. John Dalton provided a basic theory about the nature of matter. He proposed a model of atom is known as Dalton's atomic theory. In 1808, based on his experiments, the main postulates of atomic theories are: the first one, all the matters are made up of extremely small particle called atom. The second one, atoms of the same element are identical in all aspects, size, shape, mass and properties. And the third one, atoms of different element have different size and masses and possess different properties. Advantage of Dalton's atomic theory. Number 1. Dalton's atomic theory explains most of the properties of gases and liquids. This explains the laws of chemical combination and law of conservation of mass. This theory helps to recognize the molecular difference of elements and compounds. Disadvantage and limitations of Dalton atomic theory. Atom is no longer considered as the smallest indivisible particle. Atom of the same element have different masses is called isotope. Atom of the different element may have same masses is called isotone. Substance which made up of same kind of atom may have different properties. For example, coal, graphite and diamond are made up of carbon atom, but they differ in their properties. Next, what are their fundamental particles? In 1878, Sir William Hooker, while conduction an experiment using a discharge tube, found certain visible rays traveling between two metal electrodes. These rays are known as cathode rays. This is the representative picture for cathode ray tube. The electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery is called the cathode, and the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal is called the anode. Next, see about what are the properties of cathode rays. Cathode rays travel in straight line from cathode towards anode. Cathode rays are made up of material particle which have mass and kinetic energy. Cathode rays are deflected by both electric and magnetic fields. They are negatively charged particle. The nature of the cathode rays does not depend on the nature of the gas filled inside the tube or the cathode used. Next, properties of anode rays. Anode rays travel in straight line. Anode rays are made up of material particle. Anode rays are deflected by electric and magnetic field. Since they are deflected towards the negatively charged plate, they consist of positively charged particle. The mass of the particle is the same as the atomic mass of the gas taken inside the discharge tube. Then Thomson atom model. He is the J. Thomson. J. Thomson, an English scientist, proposed the famous atom model in the year 1904, just after the discovery of electrons. Thomson proposed that the shape of an atom resembles a sphere having a radius of the order of 10 power inverse 10 meter. The positively charged electrons particles are uniformly distributed with electrons arranged in such a manner that the electron atom is electrically neutral. Thomson's atom model was called as the plum pudding model or the watermelon model. Then limitations of Thomson atomic model. Thomson's atom model could successfully explain the electrically neutrality of atom, however it failed. Thomson model failed to explain how the positively charged sphere is shielded from the negatively charged electron without getting neutralized. This theory explained only about the protons and electrons and failed to explain the presence of neutral particle neutron. Next, move to the ions. In an atom, the number of proton is equal to the number of electron, and so the atom is electrically neutral. When an atom loses an electron, it has more number of proton and thus it carries positive charge. This atom which carries positive or negative charge is called ion. Next, see about types of ion. There are two ions, cation and anion. First one, cation. If an atom loses one or more electron during a chemical reaction, it will have more number of positive charge on it. These are called cation or positive radicals. Next one, anion. If an atom gains one or more electron during a chemical reaction, it will have more number of negative charge on it. These are called anion or negative radicals. These are the pictures for cation and anion. Next, move to the naming chemical compound. In naming chemical compound, the first step in naming compound containing a metal and a non-metal. The name of the metal is written next after adding the suffix IDE to its name. For example, NaCl. Sodium is written first and then after the chloride by adding the suffix IDE. And next AgBr. Silver is first written and next bromide by adding the suffix IEDE. And the second step in naming a compound containing a metal and a non-metal and oxygen, name of the metal is written first and name of the non-metal with oxygen is written next after adding the suffix ATE or ITE to its name. For example, Na2SO4 sodium chloride, then NaNO2 sodium nitrite. And the third step in naming a compound containing two non-metals only, the prefix mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, etc. is written before the name of non-metal. For example, SO2 is a non-metal, so sulfur dioxide. And the next example, N2O5, dinitrogen pentaoxide. And the last topic, balancing chemical equation. Initially, the number of times an element occurs on both sides of the skeleton equation should be counted. An element which occurs least number of times in reactant and product side must be balanced first. Then element occurring 2 times, element occurring 3 times and so on in an increasing order must be balanced. When 2 or more elements occur same number of times, the metallic element is balanced first in preference to non-metallic element. If more than one metal or non-metal present, then a metal and non-metal with higher atomic mass. The number of molecules of reactants and products are written as coefficient. The formula should not be changed to make the element equal. Fractional method of balancing must be employed only for molecule for an element, not for a compound. For example, H2 plus O2 is equal to H2O. Then we have to balance it. H2 plus O2 is equal to 2H2O. This side hydrogen has 4, but this in the left hand side hydrogen has only 2. So we have to add 2 before the H2. So it becomes 2H2 plus O2 is equal to 2H2O. Now the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Here also hydrogen is equal to 4, oxygen is equal to 2. On the right hand side hydrogen is equal to 4 and oxygen is equal to 2. This is named as the balancing chemical equation. Thank you.